I wanted to have this discussion for a while, but this is the best example I can bring up for current times instead of bringing up old movies and stuff like that. On where movies and films are going in general, is that if it's not a franchise, it's not going to do well for the most part. True. There's exceptions, but this is a generalization. This is a prime example right here.
I just think
you had Margot Robbie, Brad Pitt.
Yeah, but it was about the fucking Roaring 20s.
But that's what I'm saying. It's
silent, you can't make a movie about that. If it was Margot Robbie, Brad Pitt, and they were robbing a fucking bank and fucking zombies were chasing them.
But that's the point, though. That's the point I'm trying to make, though. Is you can make those big franchise.
Well, people don't like that. You can make make whatever artsy-fartsy movie you want, but people don't want to see. People aren't gonna go pay to go sit on a date to watch that.
They used to. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Yes,
what
they
movie?
Did.
A lot of movies flopped in theaters.
Captain Phillips.
Did that do good in theater?
Yeah.
I mean, it probably was I don't know. I think it won a lot of awards. How many? I don't think Captain Phillips did good.
It did good.
I don't know.
Look
maybe.
It up.
And Captain Phillips is that's about a real life thing where a guy got fucking.
That's what I was saying, but it's not a franchise.
Yes, but
that
was an action movie though. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it has to be a franchise. It has to be something interesting.
But it wasn't big and explosions. It was about the story.
Yeah, but it was an action thing about a fucking pirates taking over a ship and a captain saving them. That's an action movie. That's like Die Hard. But with pirates.
Whiplash.
Did Whiplash do good? I just think it won awards. Did it do? I don't think Whiplash did numbers.
La La Land did numbers too.
No, I think those movies won awards. I don't think they did great in the box office.
They did.
No, well, I don't have my phone. So
oh, no, yeah, exactly.
Well, I needed to charge it, but.
But I'm saying you can't make. What I'm saying is, it's gonna be harder to Okay, let's say they didn't do well in the box office. We'll go with that. We'll use because Babylon didn't do well in the box office. We'll use that because we both know that's a fact. We don't have the numbers for Whiplash and La La Land, etc. But what I'm saying is, it's gonna dampen or damage the likelihood of seeing these one-off films because at the end of the day, Hollywood is focused on money. And it is a business, so I do understand, but it's going to lead into the point. It's we're only going to see, Ben Affleck can say this, we're only going to see superhero or basic action movies. Like I said, we're not going to see the
if you'll say that. But I don't think it's just sequels. I think it's something action-based that people are interested in. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sequel to some movie that already was good. It just has to be... Like I said, The Wolf of Wall Street was just a one-off.
But that was then.
What was it? I mean, that was 8 years ago, 7 years ago.
Yeah, that's a lot different now. You can't say I don't know. It's fact.
Well, there was a lot of sequels then too. Transformers were coming out, The Avengers, all that shit was coming out.
Mixed balance.
But what I'm saying was in the midst of all that. What I'm saying is movies like
4 or 5
it don't have
years.
to be that. I'm just saying it would have to be a movie like that.
I would say post 2016.
Fast-paced, funny.
Post 2016, you start seeing a change.
Okay. Like I said,
That's a fact.
I don't have my phone in front. I mean, I'm not saying there's a fact. I'm just saying that I could probably, if I had a list in front of me, a bunch of movies post 2016 that weren't sequels that did just fine.
I agree, but I'm saying it's becoming a minority.
What I'm saying is this movie was about something boring. Whiplash was about a fucking drummer. Everyone loves drummers.
It was about fucking jazz. Who gives a shit about jazz? But I agree. Whiplash is good, but who gives a fuck about jazz? Who?
A lot of people.
Yeah, but a lot of people care about Roaring 20s too.
No, I don't think so.
It's the same demographic, basically.
Yeah.
You can't.
No, I wouldn't say it's the same demographic.
You can't say, it wasn't fucking. It was about a geeky jazz kid who wanted to play drums.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a rock band. People will go see a fucking rock movie.
And what I'm saying is I just think that's a great movie. We don't have the numbers in front of us, but I'm almost positive Whiplash did not do very well in the box office, and I guarantee it did not have a. The only reason it probably did well was because the budget wasn't $70 million like Babylon. It was probably way less. Whiplash didn't do good. Text a random person on your phone and ask them if they've seen Whiplash. I guarantee they say no.
I think they've definitely seen it.
No, not definitely. No, they didn't. You're just a movie guy, so you watch shit. Nobody. Whiplash was not popular.
Whiplash. What do I put?
Box office.
Box office. 40. Oh, here we go. Can you fucking move? Here we go. 49 million it made.
In general, that's not shit.
With a budget of 3.3.
That's what I'm saying. So it did. That's why it did great. How many do opening weekend? Whiplash. I bet you it's 4. You know what I mean? I bet you it's nothing crazy. It's not like I said. That's just again. I agree in some sense, but I think Whiplash isn't good, or Captain Phillips is a good example because that's an action movie. People didn't.
It wasn't fucking action.
It was about pirates. capturing a ship with Americans. Well, either way, like I said, 46 is ass. Avatar did $1 billion.
No, that's the issue I'm saying though. Is like the point. Let me finish before you interrupt. The point I'm saying is Hollywood, the businesses are seeing, all right, Avatar's making this much, and Babylon is making this much, so we're only going to lean towards that, and it's going to push the directors, writers, and artists in general to be like, all right, well, we can't make what you said, the artsy movies, because it's going to get thrown out. No one's going to. No, what are they called? Studios are gonna.
Well, that's not true. You just can't put 70 million in them. If you're gonna put 3 and make 40, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. You just, like I said, they can't throw that budget at it. But Babylon could have been just as great of a movie without all those visuals.
Yeah.
So like he just did that because he had the budget to do that.
Yeah.
We've already seen him make a masterpiece with a budget of $3 million.
Yeah, La La Land made. 500 million in the box office.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's better than I thought, but that's still not crazy.
No, I mean I agree, but I'm saying is like that. My overall issue is like I
think as a cop out, like Babylon wasn't good. If it was really good, it might not have had an opening weekend, but everybody been like, "Oh, this is fire." We've been seeing clips; they've been going viral. And people that wouldn't watch it.
But what I'm saying is like those types of movies. I'm not saying I'm just using those because of the numbers specifically of recent. The 2 most recent movies that came out in general. But I think it's going to be an overall issue moving forward regarding.
I think it's always been an issue. I don't think.
It's been a growing issue. That's what I'm saying. It's going to get worse and worse.
I just think we had more of a. We had a secondary market. We don't have a secondary market before. We used to have like DVDs, and like if your movie sucked, you know what I mean, you still promoted it. Maybe like you said, it was just a bad weekend. Your movie came out. Avatar came out the week before. It came out during Christmas time. People didn't have the money, or like they didn't like the name. You didn't have a flashy poster for whatever reason. But we used to have a secondary market of DVDs and things. Now I just feel like it's a now market. It's like if your fucking movie sucks, like it won't even make it on a streaming platform. No one's ever gonna watch it. It's like I think that's the problem. I think that's always been a problem, that people make a too artsy of a movie and it doesn't do well because it's 3 hours long and nobody wants to take their girl on a date for a 3 hour and 15-minute movie. So like I said, I don't think it's a new problem.
Well, you can't say that because Avatar's a 3 hour and 15-minute movie.
Yeah, no, but it's got cool visuals. And
it's a franchise. That's exactly my point.
But it wasn't a franchise to start, though. The initial movie did good because it's big blue people fighting on a different world, and they're giant and blue, and it's colorful. Like it did good before it was a franchise. It did what it did now before it was a franchise.
Yes, but what I'm saying
so it's not. You can't say it's like at one point Avatar was a franchise, and we didn't know there was going to be another one.
We'll use your point. It's a big action movie. That's what I'm saying. You can do
I'm not saying it has. It's not the sequel part doesn't have as much to do with it.
But I'm using your point. Yeah. It's like, oh, it's an action movie. It's a little basic bullshit where it's just, oh, look, I'm a big Avatar. I shoot shit. Like
that's people. People are basic.
And I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying it's like.
But those are the movies that always did well. Rambo, Terminator.
Right.
You know
those
what I mean?
are better than fucking Avatar.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Shut up.
Maybe
such a fucking retard.
Maybe two of the Terminators are better than fucking Avatar. All the rest of them, no.
No, I agree.
Yeah, but
first three are,
and maybe the first
three.
The first 2, I'll say for sure. I thought the first Avatar was good, but either way, what I'm saying, it's still an action movie. There's people who don't like the fucking Terminator. Like, it's still fun. There was people when Terminator came out, old fucks who were like, this movie's fucking stupid.
But the argument I am making is we're gonna get more of these right now, not overall. Right now, moving forward, we're gonna get only franchise movies where it's gonna, like I said, he already got funded fucking 3 and 4 for Avatar.
But what I'm saying is every franchise movie.
No. Avengers, like it's all gonna go down there. Like I'm not saying that's bad. I am saying it's bad. Or it's not bad because I mean you see our channel, guys. Like we fucking review all. Like we love Marvel, we love nerdy shit, but I like other shit too, and I think we're not gonna see as much of that. And if we do, it's gonna not be promoted, and I might not even know about it. That's what I'm saying is like it. The studios are leaning more towards the superhero aspect, which I understand. It's a big profit margin. I understand as a business you want to lean towards that, but we're not going to get classics or possible classics because no one knew Whiplash was going to be iconic. No one knew Forrest Gump was going to be iconic. Like I'm saying, like all these movies that we know are iconic, they didn't know that until they dropped it. That's what I'm saying. Is like that's the issue.
Well, they could still do that. Babylon could have did that and been iconic. It wasn't.
No, I was just using it for the most recent, but I'm saying in general, it's going to become.
I
a
don't
growing
think
issue.
I don't think it'll be hard. If you make a fucking good movie, people are gonna watch it. They're gonna like it.
No, I'm not saying, but you're missing the point. The point is the studios give the money to Damien Chazelle or James Cameron or whatever, but they're going to give it to the guy who knows how to do it ABC format, simple stuff, because like, oh, what else good? We're for sure going to make our money back. And they're not going to take the said risk of, all right, well, we don't know. This is the first of it. This is not a typical movie we fund. This is a more integral plot or storyline.
That's always how it's been.
But it's getting
what
worse.
artsy fartsy movie got a huge budget their first one?
No, I agree, but the point I'm saying is they aren't gonna do that. It's not gonna
because
be as likely.
that's not.
Because
what
they
I'm
see
saying
they
is
can make 15 Avengers
but
movies,
what I'm saying
and they're
is
not
like
gonna do
that's
it.
not something new. That's just how it always was. If they don't give you lots of money for movies they don't think aren't gonna work. And just like the Avengers was popular now, in the fucking 80s, Rambo was popular. It's the same shit. Boom, explosions, badass guy, kill everybody.
I agree with that, but
so I'm kind of agreeing with what I'm saying is like it's nothing that happened in 2016. That's always how the movie industry has been.
But it's been growing more and more because, like I said, and
I just think they get promoted a lot less. But go to every week there's a new movie out that isn't a superhero movie.
Yeah,
that's got a fucking $20 million budget with 5 superstars in it. Like. And people just don't like that anymore. For whatever reason, like I'm not necessarily me, but I'm just saying like people aren't watching that shit. That's not what they're going to see. But I check the movie theaters every week. There's a new movie that I haven't seen, like, with some famous person I don't know, like that's got some supposedly interesting plot that I'm gonna like, and it just isn't. I do think people's attention spans are lower. What they want to go see at the movie theater is lesser. But like I said, I don't think it's something that we just transitioned to lately. I just think it's more on display as of late because the advertising we get is so focused on a singular consumer instead of like all encompassing. It used to be like we'll just promote every movie. You know what I mean? We'll do a bare bones commercial and it show all the movies that are in theaters this week. And now it's just we're only showing Avengers. You know what I mean? And if you want to go see Avengers, you know what I mean? You'll see that there's other movies in the theaters when you go see Avengers. So like I said, I do agree with that, but I don't think it's something that happened now. Like that's like fucking all. It was always the sequels, the fucking action-packed movies with fucking the big directors and the big cast always did the best in the movie theaters, and the other movies suffered unless they came out in a good time. Like You Got Lucky and you came out, and there was no other hit movies out at that time. But I think to go back to what I was trying to say before. Avatar wasn't always a sequel. It was this individual movie that we never seen before with a bunch of weird people, and it did well.
Action movie.
To an extent, yes. But like I said, that's like you got to kind of do some kind of. It don't have to necessarily be as action packed as that, but if nobody knows your story and you don't have anything built, you got to have something in it that's drawing people. Like. Look at all the movies that win was it Oscars, right? The
Oscars, Academy Awards.
The Academy Awards. People don't like those movies. Regular people that you know.
True.
Like,
I would,
you know what I mean? Like,
them,
go look. We take we should do that as a fucking thing. Like, we'll take the top 5 movies from the Academy Awards and go and ask strangers, "Hey, how did you like this movie? They probably didn't even fucking see it." Like,
comment down below if you should do something right into the mic. This is why our podcast is shit because of you.